Hey students, I was going to show you how to fill out some drug labels. I've had a few requests this week to have some assistance with that. So I've kind of made a scenario here on this piece of paper, and I'll upload this so you can actually see it online. And you can work it for yourself, and you can kind of read the instructions and whatnot. But first and foremost, again, this is just a sample for filling out the drug labels in your homework for this week. So for this particular patient, I have piperacillin and tazobactam for injection, and this is the generic name for Zosyn. So I'm just going to let you know that because I have it ordered down here as Zosyn. So anyway, here's the drug label and the instructions, the usual dosage, and then after reconstitution, how long it is stable, and that sort of thing. So when filling out our IV drug labels here, it obviously has patient name, room number, date, time, by whom, the solution that is in the bag, the additives that we've put in there, the flow rate, expiration date, and time. So of this information, I have written over here the information that is written in your questions 11 and 12 on your homework. So in this case, we have Mr. Edgar A. Poe, very famous patient. And anyway, he is the patient. So here I'm going to put Poe, and then Edgar A. And then down here it says his room number, and he's in room 5415. And then obviously the date. I went ahead and used today's date, so that's what we're going to put here. On your homework, it does say give you dates, so I would expect you to put whatever date that was on there. And then the time. Now the time, this is kind of when the doctor has written the order, which is what you'll see on your homework. This one is just kind of handwritten. But I'm going to roughly say that once this doctor has written this order and it's gone through all the proper channels as far as pharmacy and getting the medicine up and having it available for us to mix, I'm going to go ahead and use my time for mixing and administering as an hour later. So I'm going to go ahead and put 11 o'clock here, and by whom, that's me, so I'm going to put my initials, ST. Then it has a solution, and down here I have gone ahead and written mixing instructions, and it tells us to mix in 100 milliliters of normal saline and infuse over 4 hours. So we want normal saline here, and I'm going to go ahead and put 100 milliliters. And what I'm going to add to this is the Zosyn 4.5 grams, which is what is in this vial. So I'm going to go ahead and put here 4.5 grams. And then down here it asks us for the flow rate in milliliters per hour. Now this does require a little bit of math and figuring, so I'm going to put here how many milliliters per hour. And if I know how many milliliters, so in our information we have 100 milliliters, and this needs to infuse over 4 hours. So ultimately you would just divide 100 by 4, and that would give you 25 milliliters per hour is what we would infuse this Zosyn over. And then the expiration date. So the expiration date is what we'll have to look up here on our drug label. And I know it's really hard for you to see, but this says discard any unused portion after 24 hours if stored at room temperature. So I'm going to put the expiration date from 24 hours from the time I've mixed it. So I'm going to put 10, 12, 17, and again 24 hours after this, so it'll be 11 o'clock on 10, 12, 17. So that way the next person that comes along will know that if this is not infused by that time, then we need to discard it.